Hola.
Oli, oli. Tienen que echarme ya de menos. O sea, llevo sin hacer directo contigo la vida.
Pues sí, la verdad, bastante tiempo que llevamos en hacer directo de Honkai.
Ya. Es que se alargaba mucho, era como mucha trama, mucho texto.
Y el que nos queda.
Ya. Qué horrible, Dios mío de mi vida.
Ay, venga ahí. Ah, mis ojos. Pues nada, estábamos
Come to think of it,
con Cipher, ¿no?
I haven't chatted with Sonny in
Sí,
ages.
me parece que
No
sí.
voy a ver
Let's
qué
go
está
see
haciendo
what he's up
Sande.
to.
¿Por qué tengo tantas cosas de repente rojas en la pantalla? A ver, ¿qué tengo por aquí? Ok. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Anuncios. Lanzamiento oficial de no sé qué. Guía por aquí. Uy, aquí hay algo nuevo. Ah, es que ya hemos cambiado otra vez el salto. Sí. Han añadido el salto, no es que lo hayan cambiado, simplemente lo han añadido. Vale. Vamos a pillar esto. Y ya en otro momento. Navegador no eran misiones. Vale, tenemos que ir con la caída del amanecer, ¿verdad?
Ujú.
Pues vamos aquí. Es que tengo otra misión en amarillo. Que supongo que será por haberme adelantado porque quiero hacer eventos y esas cosas. Porque si no, me
Puede
quitan.
ser.
Porque tengo dos muertos en el equipo. ¿Qué ha pasado?
Les habrás puesto a conseguir cosas y patata.
Bueno, vamos a hablar aquí con
This
Hyacine.
was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
Así
And
estábamos
that
buscando
was your
cosas de
last
cómo
lesson
salvar
in the grove.
al protagonista.
Now,
Ujú.
each of
Aquí
you
en el
will head
soto
off
de
on
las
your
musas,
own
creo.
path.
Sí, porque está que
How
no
much the
está.
grove's teachings can help you in the real world
A ver.
depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras.
Siempre igual.
Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysii. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacine, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager
Madre
to
mía, cuánto
speak, Why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae?
Al menos sabrán ellos.
What is your post-graduation aspiration?
En algún momento dejarán de hacer.
Me?
Ah, por lo menos me gusta
Well,
la de Naxos.
it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
¿Quieres ser un héroe? Qué aburrido.
I
Siguiente.
didn't say.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but... I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy
Anaxa
tale.
siendo Anaxa, por supuesto.
See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, Assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records?
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page. I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
Hyacine,
What are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the grove. Finan mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here too?
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you? Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders.
Me encanta el unicornio.
Nope.
Es
I
muy
didn't
gracioso.
understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
Me hace tanta gracia que le llame Dani.
I was thinking the same thing. The grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Pues nada, vamos para allá. Voy con solo 2 personajes. Pero bueno. Tengo aquí algo. Investigar. Vasija de colores, vamos a ver. Uy. Bueno, ¿puedo TPA? No, tengo que ir caminando. Jo. Pues nada, vamos caminando.
Sí que te da pereza, sí. Ay,
Sí.
The
Debería
chroma coffer is
revivir.
vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
Bueno, pues vamos a ver los recuerdos de un antepasado.
What's this?
Una vasija.
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Right.
I am Hyacine from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Escuchar la conversación de Hyacine con su centro, venga. Vamos a escuchar. Somos unos cotillas.
Who has awakened
Hola, Percy.
me?
It's Cynthia,
Vale, aquí estaremos.
a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion, and retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacine, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seleucus, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacine. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacine.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Well, looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
The vortex of Genesis, huh? I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learn the secret arts of water from Fagusa's priests? I've been practicing that in my spare time, and made some progress. Now, as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use those techniques to carve a path directly to the Vortex of Genesis.
Oh, mira.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now.
That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
The spirit water gate formed with this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. And as Fagusa's priests designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor's spirit. Little Ika and I will be here waiting.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water, reveal the way!
Pues nada, teletransportación.
The Vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable.
Maravilloso servicio.
Danny is full
Yo también
of
quiero aprender
surprises.
esta causa.
But this does feel way more disorienting than the
ahorraríamos en
ritual
transporte.
basin.
Ya.
Wait, is Lady Treepy here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Cipher.
Do you have to go already, Syphi? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's all right, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphi. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphi.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cipher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacine. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphi. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphi cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacine. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Cypher se olvida de la moneda del capricho y se te transporta fuera del vórtice. Adiós, Cypher.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Oh, well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Zinni? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphi's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Ah, mira, ya han revivido, perfecto. Uy, ah.
This time?
Venga.
I will join the
Oh,
heroes of the
antepasado.
prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Ah, verdad, con el esto. Puedo saltar esta narrativa maravillosa.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacine of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's Flame Chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Hyacine, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Heir's flame-chased journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hyacines and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? Who would have thought, as a fellow pillar of Amphorius, the sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaia made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaia? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Me temo que ya no.
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time, and lasted for so long. Answer me, Hyacine. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ektra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head-on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ektra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
No espera que vuelva Trivi, pero bueno.
Huh. You're back. How did it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Do you mind sharing what your ancestor's spirit said to you?
Decirle cuenta a Dangen sobre su conversación con la general Ektra.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing. It sounds like everything went smoothly.
Sí.
It's just... I'm a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. I can somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos. We're
Vamos
here.
a ver a Midday.
This is it.
Castrum Kremnos.
Menudos paseos
Lord
están
Mighty
dando.
has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
He sent a message earlier carried by thunder, warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaver's actions.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
I agree.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
And the Kremnoan warrior she fought against?
Was Lord Gradaros.
Vaya.
Yet, you still saved his life, even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Gradaros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Gradaros must have done that to become a better man.
It takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyacine.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Venga, escuchemos esto.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You. Could you be?
Grandmother, it's me. You're Hyacynthia.
Hyacynthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyride when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacynthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears
Mucho
its end,
texto.
No, es
this
completamente mi
broken
cago en la
world is
leche.
crying out for something else. Healing.
Que ya lo sabía.
Isn't it
Joder.
poetic?
Pero eso no
A
implica.
saga that spans 1,000 years,
Nah, sabíamos a lo que
began
nos
with Sky,
enfrentamos, pero
and will also end with Sky.
me gusta un poco más de dinamismo, no
You're
sé.
still
Está muy
as
interesante y
optimistic
todo,
as
pero por
ever,
favor.
just like when you were a kid.
Un pelín, solo un poquito más.
If your mind is set,
Poco pedimos mucho.
Hyacinthia,
No, la verdad.
then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay. Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Celiosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Unos días después, en el Risco Nube Alba.
Today's the day.
Oh, hemos conseguido llegar a un día decisivo. No me lo
Wow,
creo.
I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
Venga, pa'lante, como los de Alicante.
Carefully on high.
I know this is a big ask, Namazuni. I hope you understand.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, partner. You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
Me despertó un cachorrito rosa.
You like calling me that, don't you? Oh, well, I've embraced it now. It doesn't even faze me anymore.
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side. If the curse separating Amphorius from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquila's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall.
Venga. Podría ser yo quien renazca como un
That
titán.
would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova.
Vaya.
Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammers, that bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then? Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away.
Bueno, llevan 10 de 12 rondas. Ya podemos abrir el champán.
Well, then I have to use something else Don Hung taught me as comeback. The last mile is the hardest.
Hey, speaking of Dunhung, where is he?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Muy propio de
Lord
la agencia.
Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore compassionate sky to Amphorius.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacine when she arrives.
Hyacine, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphorius as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the 2 warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
Nos piropean. Es muy halagador.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Dan Heng, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Ak. The guest of honor has arrived.
Bien. A ver si nos enfrentamos ya con el boss final y terminamos esta parte de la historia. Aplausos para ella. Bien.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4,932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey. I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacine, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
A ver, sigamos para arriba. ¿Me puedo tepear? Bien. Ahorremos tiempo, corre.
Thanks for waiting, Dan Heng.
Más texto.
The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled.
We've reshaped the history of the world with our hands over and over. I bet this trailblazing expedition could even make Akivili jealous.
Marzo se morirá de celos.
So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day. Hyacine, it's all yours now.
Legend tells of the Skyfolk once divided into many tribes. The Sunfolk worship the sun. the rain folk were devoted to storms, and the winter folk waited for signs in the snow. Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light, yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that the light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite, for not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge. And I want to use the rainbow bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth. Ancestors, with the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Sky Folk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years.
Animación.
Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more.
Se ha subido el volumen 300. De repente. Que como siempre nunca nivelan bien las animaciones de volumen.
Es una pasada,
Friends,
pero...
let us soar together.
Pero sí, pues nada, no puedes hacer tampoco nada al respecto. Sí, ya lo sé. Que la música está muy fuerte. Porque las animaciones se sube hasta límites insospechados.
Sí. Y luego no podemos controlar el sonido.
Así que eso.
The Eye of Twilight. It's the legendary sky fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. The Eye of Twilight, which we are standing on, is the home of Aquila and the heart of the city-state in the clouds. This must be where the hero Seleucus stood when she challenged Aquila and began the first step of the flame-chased journey. We are here to end the journey she began.
Bueno, pero eso que tampoco puedes hacer nada al respecto.
Sí.
Tampoco lo has hecho aposta, entonces... Amargarse por ello tampoco es algo que puedas controlar. Tampoco le des muchas vueltas. Es nuestro turno para desafiar al titán. Venga,
What we
vamos.
must do will not change, no matter how much of the legends are true.
According to historical records, the
No
civilization
puedo
that
aumentar el
worshipped
volumen de mi voz.
Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located sky castrum the only force that could face
Está al
Castrum
máximo.
Kremnos head-on in the Chrysos War. But they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended. In the end, they had to hide among the clouds, far from the conflicts raging below.
Apparently, the division was between the two most important sky tribes, the Sun Folk and the Rain Folk. And Seleucus' frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear towards the Titan above.
Al menos ahora podemos descansar de animaciones.
Tan alto era su ataque.
After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Her achievements were unparalleled, even if later legends exaggerated the details. Yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of sky. Some say she sealed the wrath of the god within herself, trapping them deep within the Eye of Twilight to support the heavens of Amphorius forever.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, not anymore. Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world from here for 1,000 years?
Se fusionaron. Como en Dragon Ball hicieron fusión. Cofre.
Where might those lovely stellar jades be hiding?
So quiet here.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
Cofre.
Ta-da! If you find any treasures, please share them with me.
Venga, vamos a por el boss.
Something's not right.
Oh no, algo va mal.
I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. But all I can see is darkness.
What's on the other side of this?
Maybe it's the celestial mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphorius' sky, and any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather. The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The Sky Priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen.
¿Y cuál era su
In any
resolución?
case, exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, it might just provide us with the light needed to move forward. That really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet.
Wow, ya tienes 10.000 Zero Coins. Escuchar el eco de no sé qué. A ver. Aquí la ojo circadiano. Reúne
Oye,
tormentas
pues ni
como
tan
una
mal,
secuela.
10.000 son bastantes.
Sí. Luego que hablas de lo mismo, no. Sí.
Yo tengo 30.000. En algún momento tengo que gastar de la Zero.
Nunca.
How about it?
Sí.
Got any leads?
I have no idea how to turn it on.
Creo que
If only we
si la
had help
propuesta
from the
sirve puede
wisdom
ser
of those who
ignorada, te
came
dicen.
before us.
En plan, que si propones algo de...
I almost
Para
forgot.
que
No es propuesta serie, es propuesta de serie.
Can I borrow your powers?
Ah, joder. Son las horas, no leo
No,
bien
no,
ya
que
estas horas.
tú lo has leído bien. Quien lo ha dicho bien ha sido él.
Ah, vale. Dios mío, es que tampoco es que yo esté ahí muy espabilada.
Normal. Y a ver, en algún momento las propuestas de serie las hago. Pero en algún momento. Puede ser dentro de mucho tiempo. Cuenta contigo, venga. Vamos con ello.
To find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there.
¿Qué es eso?
And over there. Done. There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
Vale.
I knew you could do it, Memi. You are a huge help.
Venga, vamos aquí. Hola.
Arrogant sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect. But Aquila, you that shaped the sky, why do you avoid the pursuit of dark clouds? Are not clear skies and stormy rains equally your creations? The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God, if you remain silent, we shall have to forge our own weapons and resist the malice concealed under your brilliance. May the Eye of Twilight never open, and may torrential rains descend forever.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe. But we should
Curioso,
get this
¿no?
clue down first.
No le gusta la lluvia. A ver, si es el titán del cielo tiene sentido, ¿no? Porque las nubes tapan el cielo. No sé, mismamente.
Puede ser.
Foolish rain folk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation among the golden clouds. The gods' choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the eye of twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land.
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now. It is as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed.
Me hace una gracia lo del gorrito en el trazacaminos. Se lo puse y madre de Dios, esa basura.
El mío tiene un cubo. Sí, el mío también tiene el bicho de la basura.
Claro, el mío tiene eso, el cubo basura, y es como, Dios mío, de mi vida.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Ah, bueno.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed.
The land? It is our eternal nemesis. How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War?
Hola, Miss.
Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows.
Qué matones son los miembros del pueblo de la luz, ¿no?
Cry in silence.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise.
Bueno, qué inesperado. Muerte y destrucción. Se me pone gordo, sí.
What a terrifying memory.
Es un Pegaso.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine and plotted their retaliation.
A ver, Percy, te comento. El stream a elección es solo un stream. Si quieres que juegue una serie del juego, pon la serie. Porque si no, hago un stream y ya está. Y ahí se queda. A ver, la historia de siempre. La gente nunca aprende la lección. La
Pero
gente nunca
entonces,
aprende la lección.
propuesta de serie es que te juegas una serie completa, en plan un juego completo, ¿o cómo va?
En algún momento. Claro, eso depende de
Ah,
si tengo el juego,
ujú.
cómo se consigue el juego, cuánto dura el juego, etcétera, etcétera.
Entiendo.
Porque al final es una propuesta, no es una obligación. O sea, será, pero cuando sea el
Hombre,
momento.
entiendo que se hará porque cuesta 35.000, Siro.
Claro, por eso.
Corazón mío, más te vale. O sea,
No. Con Miss le dije que se comprase ya el juego y que yo lo jugaba con su cuenta, pero no se compró el juego, así que no hay decomados.
me parece fatal. Eso es una estafa, ¿eh? Yo prefiero decirle stream de elección. Estás obligado
No,
a.
no es una estafa.
¿Cómo que no?
¿Me pasaste el enlace de qué? ¿Del juego? ¿O del Steam? No, no es una estafa. O sea, yo haré la serie cuando esto.
¿Cómo te aprovechas?
¿Yo aprovecharme de qué? Al final juego lo que vosotros queréis. Aprovecharme nada. Pues ya lo veréis.
Eso dices.
Eso digo. No,
Ay,
Fear and
cómo te
Hunger no,
quiero.
no me gusta. Ya probé el Fear and Hunger y no me gustó. En mi caso no, porque yo se lo paso. Ay, malitos bots de mierda. Fuera. Ah, fuera el bot. No me gustó nada el final. Bueno, sigamos. A ver si llegamos ya al boss y nos
No
vamos.
matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history.
Me pregunto qué bando
There's
gano.
nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
Hero Celiosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky Denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacine? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the celestial mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up?
Qué viejo es el de Under Simulator. Ay, venga. Utilicemos el globo este.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Ay, mis ojitos. Esto brilla mucho de repente.
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene.
Look, The mark of their manifestation mentioned by the memory fragment.
Un ojo.
How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us. I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
Wouldn't this affect Akuma?
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Akuma's light comes from the dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway. That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather on the mural.
¿Cómo alargar esto? Buscando otra cosa en otro lado.
A mí me da que se va a alargar muchísimo y que lo vamos a tener que dejar bien prontito, la verdad.
That's a west wind compass of the Twilight
Tiene
Courtyard.
mucha pinta.
We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight. Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go. Leave the adjustments and calibrations to me.
Que sí cumplo. El Resident Evil me lo jugué al final. Y eso fue propuesta de serie de mes.
¿Estás intentando convencerme?
No, estoy defendiendo mi honor.
Boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity. You should watch your step as you walk. The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
Necesitas explicar todo este tipo de cosas.
This might take a while, but I think I can manage.
Al final te acabarás gastando más monedas, pero bueno. A ver cómo funciona esto. Solo el punto de partida del destino, el alrededor gana. Gira los anillos para poder alcanzar el punto de destino en siguiente dirección. Por los rojos prestar obstáculos que bloquean el camino. Y puede pasar a través de ellos. Asegúrate de evitarlos y cortar la ruta.
A mí es que a veces me renta el de stream una lección porque tengo que obligarle a jugar Genshin. Ay, creo que me voy a matar un día de estos. ¿Es así, no?
No sé por qué dices eso.
No sé.
Vale, ruta conectada.
Ay, te tengo que recomendar un juego.
El de los gatos que me dijiste la otra vez.
Sí.
Pero es que está caro.
Ya, es que Julio lo tiene, se lo cogió.
Ya le he visto jugando. ¿Un enemigo?
Que fue quien me lo contó, porque se parece a los Fire Emblem. Bueno,
Sí.
Fire Emblem macabro, adorable, raro.
Sí, le he echado un ojo, pero eso, está carísimo.
Ya, está caro. Ya, ese problema. A ver si hay rebajas de estas que suelen hacer y lo bajan.
Veremos.
No, verdad.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Venga, sigamos al Pegaso.
Te está echando la culpa de que no cumples el 100% de las veces.
Sí cumplo, pero sé que no me ofende ni me afecta.
También la tengo.
Pues este equipo para el coso este de Erta está súper fuerte.
Ya. El
O sea,
problema
luego
es que
te
yo
pasa.
no tengo ni a Lince ni a Castorice y tengo que subir a Sirene, la verdad.
Espera. Este no va aquí. Tú vas aquí. Sí.
I shall remember.
Ese es el equipo que está súper fuerte. O sea, está tocho.
Yo es que tengo que reestructurar bastante mi equipo porque esto empieza a ser un poco...
O sea, te voy a pasar una página y ya ves.
Disappeared.
Si no mientes, no, mentira. Solo te jodo un poco. Ya
Que
veo.
tengo cosas.
Se meten conmigo,
Es
Cora,
que-
diles algo.
How strange.
¿Algo?
Pegasus was different from the
Muy bien,
other
así me
memories.
gusta.
It was
Yo
surrounded
lo sé, es
in
que
an
te
air of
encanta, Ciro.
sorrow. Oh, it's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
Pues es que tengo que decir que tengo mucho personaje,
Lunabis's phantom?
la verdad.
Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
If that's really the case, there must be a super
Porque luego, por
strong
ejemplo, quería
obsession
jugar
keeping
también
it
a
in
larga
one
noche.
piece. Could it be some
yo.
Me
remaining
flipa.
bits of Celios's will?
We can't be sure of that yet.
Y luego, por ejemplo, es que claro,
Let's take the elevator up to the
Final
Eye of
con
Twilight's
Sirene
core
no sé
first.
hasta qué punto eso es buena idea.
No. No,
Claro.
porque con Fainon necesitas gente que le haga a el objetivo para que
Claro.
pueda utilizar cuanto antes su ulti.
Efectivamente. Es que claro, yo digo, ¿con quién pongo a Sirene? Entonces, claro, digo, mi
Te
de
parecerá
larga
bonito,
noche
pero
luego
sí.
echo a Sirene y digo, no tengo ni idea. Y estoy como intentando tantear terreno de cómo narices les pongo. Porque claro, el equipo con el que estoy ahora tenía a Glaea, a Sunday, a Luocha y a Dangen, pero
Es que
el
no
de
sé si-
escuditos. Pero claro, no estoy segura yo
Te
de
lo voy a
nada.
pasar por Discord.
Si es que tengo que subir a Cimende. A Sunday sí que tengo subido. Gracias.
This story
Es que no sé
deserves
qué
a
combinación
perfect
de equipo
ending.
hacer porque claro, yo intento sacarme todos los personajes, pero llega un punto en el que no puedo
Es
sacar
que...
todos los personajes.
Porque es que los personajes deciden salir después de 80 tiradas.
Claro, o sea, totalmente, totalmente. Y mira, me ha pasado que es que ahora 80 tiradas y me salió Clara. Y yo me cago
A
en
mí me
todo.
salió Bronia.
Y yo me cago en todo. Pero es que luego otras 80 tiradas y ya me salió Sirene. Y yo, mira, me estoy volviendo gilipollas.
We have come to
Horroroso,
complete her
¿verdad?
mission.
Horroroso.
Es que son
Y
los
por
cabrones los del Hoyoverse.
Claro, y es que el problema también es que ves vídeos que hacen combinaciones de equipo y ponen a personajes nuevos. En su mayoría es como, algún personaje me falla. Porque no puedo
Sí.
sacarme todos los nuevos. Es imposible, no puedo.
Ya ves. No tengo suficiente Steam, la verdad, no me gustan estos juegos. Hace tiempo como son buenos. Luego nos vemos per se el próximo día.
So twisted.
Chao.
Very shadowy. Like those black tide creatures.
¿Ves? Tengo larga noche
Hyacine, watch out!
y a Sirene, pero no tengo ni a Hyacine ni a Castorice.
Lunabis, aren't you?
Entonces, voy jodidísima.
Then that corrupted being
Entonces,
before
no
us
sé,
must
como
be
una nueva opción cuando haces equipos, es como que te recomienda.
Did you
Sí.
lead us here so we can free your
Bueno,
companion?
configura. Pero no, vete a tomar por culo. Vale.
I understand now.
Bueno, vamos a combatir contra Solavis.
Must have
Me
been
encanta porque me
tormented
dice
by pain for so long.
formación recomendada Sirene, Mibei, Luocha
And you've held on to what little
y
is
Ruan
left
Mei.
of your will
What?
with such tenacity. Don't be afraid.
No sé.
No tengo
You're
ni
not
idea.
alone anymore. I am
Por probar que
Hyacine,
no quede yo que sé.
the
Pero es que les
healer
tengo que
who
subir que no,
inherited the
no, no,
heroic
este equipo no
bloodline.
está preparado para nada.
Celiosy, the Day Thunder Knight, was once your comrade, wasn't she?
Ay, bueno.
Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the black tide. But I can still heal your tenacious soul. Just like Lady Lunabis, even if you've lost your mortal body, your spirit remains pure. Please, keep holding on to what's left of your will, and I will reawaken you as a heroic soul.
Deberíamos tener piedad.
No need be. Solibus isn't an opponent that can be defeated easily. Besides, it must be looking forward to an
Pues deja la charla y vamos a pegarnos contra él ya, por favor. Fainon, no era el momento de que hablases. Quiere ser protagonista, Fainon. Tiene que tener la última palabra. Esencia del ojo. ¿Qué otros objetivos presentes en el campo de batalla son afectados por efectos climáticos? La batalla tiene temperatura. Al comenzar el turno de cualquier objetivo, la temperatura aumenta. Los aliados reciben daño y quemadura el tiempo. Ah, bueno, vale, ok. Vale. Sí, vamos a hacer. Ay. Apoyo. Curitas. Venga.
I'm on it.
Life darkness with me. It's flowers. Bloom for tomorrow.
Bueno, pues ya está. Ya me reventa Solavis.
Solibus.
Hola, Pegaso.
Oh, so she speaks.
Solibus, you're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have
Todos los animales hablan en este juego.
Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solibus. My name is Hyacine here, and my companions call me Hyacine.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
I know that in order to support the shattered sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth?
Que no tiene nada que ver con lo que hizo la chica.
You said you're a doctor.
María, muchas gracias.
You only know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
With this long sword, heroic soul.
Y de bien con este bate.
We're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades.
Me hace tanta gracia que su arma sea un bate.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Solibus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide, while great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
We've laid all the other titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. heroic souls. Seleuci initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era, you will all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
¿Qué le pasa al ojo?
Aquil's mark flew away?
¿Es una reacción del titán?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacine.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
A ver.
A 1,000 years have passed, and yet this place feels the same. Just that there is no more human clamor. This is the Hall of the Sunfolk, where the Sunborn once held grand ceremonies to give thanks for Aquila's gifts.
So, did the Sky Titan really take the side of the Sunfolk?
Everyone thought so until Seleuci's spear pierced through Aquila's wrath. Only then did we understand that Aquila wasn't hiding from the clouds and rain, but from the horror that lurked within the unlit shadows.
La marea oscura.
Black Tide's threat has forced the Chrysos heirs to complete our flame chase journey, heading toward the prophecy's miracle of Genesis.
Chrysos heirs. In our time, that title used to stir up waves of outrage. But you all seem to be revered as heroes.
It's all thanks to those who came before us. Trebios and Aglaya. You must have heard of these two names.
So it was those two who made it to the end.
What does that mean?
Let's not elaborate on unrelated topics. You now know how to activate the celestial globe. So go and force out the Titan in the mural.
The road got sucked away by the wind fan? Did Aquila do that?
You have nothing to fear. We can use the power of time to rewind it if we have to.
Lo mismo podríamos ir planteándonos
Sí.
cortar pronto, ¿eh?
Yo diría ya.
Bueno, me da que se va a poner chungo. Porque tiene pinta.
Yo creo que lo vamos a
Estamos
dejar por
haciendo,
ahí.
es que estamos haciendo muchas cosas y esto pinta que una vez terminemos de hacer las cosas se nos va a complicar toda la existencia.
Sí, básicamente. Y se va a alargar. Y ya no vamos a...
Sí,
No,
porque lo voy a venir, porque siempre sigue el mismo
Ya no.
patrón.
no queremos más. A ver, voy a ver la tienda que puedo comprar.
O sea, la es que
Puedo
este
comprar.
juego es divertido, pero es que se hace eterno con tanto texto. Porque, sobre todo, apenas podemos comentar. Y es divertido cuando podemos hablar también.
Sí. Solo tengo
Pero
este.
es que aquí no está siendo muy...
Ujú.
Tengo que ver algún juego en el que sí que podamos hablar mucho más. Para hacer esto contigo. Pero ya a futuro, ya nos lo plantearemos. Bueno, hace tiempo me planteaste una cosa, pero a futuro más. Cuando tú me digas. Pero nada.
Vamos a despedir ya.
Pues sí, me toca despedir de esto. Pues mira, hacía que no hacía esto. Muchísimo. Pues nada, gracias por vernos una vez más y nos vemos en el próximo directo. Chao, chao.
Adiós.